assessment. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the same climb as I did with my overhead squat assessment, so I did one on myself, so I'll be using myself for this assignment. And when I did the overhead squat, I noticed that my main problem was I had an excessive forward lean on my arms. I always fell forward a lot. And two major muscle groups that make that happen is an overactive lat and overactive pec major minor. So those are the two major muscle groups we'll be going over. And so for the first one, for some SMR on the lat, we'll be using a soft rubber hockey ball. And so for this stretch, you place the ball on the ground, and you want to stick your arm up straight, and you want to place the ball just below the armpit on the side of your back. And when you're cueing this with a client, you want to make sure that their body is in a neutral position, so make sure you align their hips and their shoulders. And you want to hold this for about 30 seconds on each side, so this side and also on this side. Hold that for 30 seconds and do that 2 to 3 times for each side. And then the static stretch we will be doing is you put your hands up against the wall and you make sure your feet pointing forward, shoulder width apart. When you put your hands up against the wall, you want to fall forward and almost let your torso drop a little bit. So you're able to feel the stretch in your back. Let me just move the camera so you guys can see that a bit better. So what I'm doing, hands against the wall, feet forward, and letting my torso drop, just like this. Get something of the stretch right in the lat. And you're going to want to hold that for 20 to 30 seconds. Do that 2 to 3 times. And then the last one we'll be doing is a neuromuscular stretch for the lat. And what you want to do is you want to find either a partner, if you don't have a partner to help you with this with you, just solid objects. I'll be using this chair. You want to put your arm at a 90-degree angle, sit down on your knees, and while holding your arm at 90, you want to push down about 30 to 40% of your strength, and you want to push down for 10 to 15 seconds. And when you do that, after that, then you lift your arm up close to your ear, stretch up, and hold this for about 20 seconds. And do that 2 to 3 times, 10 to 15 seconds on each side. So the next muscle group we'll be doing is the pec. And so for the SMR on the pec, we'll be using the same rubber ball. And for this one, you want to put the ball on the ground, put your arm out straight across, and place the ball in between where the top of your head of your humerus is and the pec. And you just want to lay down and apply pressure on the ball so you're feeling it in your pec, and you can move it depending on where the pain is most on your pec. And you want to do this on both sides of your pec, and you want to hold it for 30 seconds and do it 2 to 3 times, just like that. The next one we'll be doing is the static stretch for the pec. And what you'll do is you want to go up against the wall, feet forward, arm 90 degrees, place your hand against the wall, and then twist your torso so you're feeling the stretch right across the whole pec. And you want to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. Do it 2 to 3 times on both arms, just like this. And then the last one we'll be doing is the neuromuscular stretch for the pec. And what you do is you find a corner, some sort of corner in a wall, and you want to be in almost like a lunge position, and you want to place your hands against the wall so your arms are fully out 180 degrees across your body. And then you want to push as hard as you can, or not as hard as you can, but you want to push at a pretty decent amount, and you want to hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. And then after the 10 to 15 seconds is up, bring your arms back as far as you can, hold it for about 20 seconds, and then you're going to want to do that for about 2 to 3 times, 15 seconds for pushing, and those are all the stretches